Hey, BG, thanks for taking the time today.
Oh yeah, what's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Beginning of the year,
Hey,
baby.
Brandon.
You're going to get
Hey, Brandon.
started
How you
with
doing?
Al Thompson and Chris Murray.
Yo, Brandon. I wanted to get your thoughts on what you think of the schedule that's been put together for the off season. Did you have any input in that? And also, do you think that the Eagles have done enough with this roster in the off season for you guys to have a chance of success this year?
Well, just to answer that question, I feel good. I feel like last year, injuries hurt us, but we got a lot of guys coming back. We got some new guys in here. We got new coaches. I mean, man, it's a lot. It's a lot of good stuff going on, and being in on those meetings, coming up with a nice little schedule to try to get to learn each other, learn the scheme, so that we can be playing fast by training camp. Man, I think we came up with a good little plan to make sure that everybody be able to play fast and know exactly what coaches are looking for when training camp comes.
Thank you.
And then Dave Zangaro.
Okay. Yeah, I got to ask you a question. I know you're on the defensive side of the ball, but dating back to the last 4 games of the season and coming up to this part, how much of a leader has Jalen Hurts been for the locker room? And how are the guys have been responding, or how have the guys been responding to him in that locker room?
I think even last year he was working his butt off every day. You see the work ethic is there. You see that he really wants to be great. So I mean that was something that you seen from day one, off his habits, off what he do on and off the field. But now that he's the guy, it's gonna be a lot different because now the expectations is up there now. I mean you gotta keep on doing your regimen, which I see he's doing, and I think he's having fun, man. I think when you know you the guy, it definitely put a little pep in your step a little more, and you want that, and it builds that confidence that you already have inside you, but it grows even more now that people believe in you.
We'll go to Dave and then Damo.
Hey, Dave had to jump off the call.
Okay. We'll go to Damo and then Zach Berman.
Hey, Brandon. How you doing?
What's up?
Brandon, we haven't had a chance to talk to Jonathan Gannon yet, so we don't kind of have a feel for what he wants to do scheme-wise. But if we're going by what he did and what that staff did in Indianapolis, where he was, seems like it's not that much different from Schwartz from the standpoint of relying on his front four for most of the pass rush. I mean, is that what we're going to largely see? Do you think?
Yeah, I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play the strengths of what we have here. I mean, that's what makes a great coach, and I already see that he gonna play exactly to our strengths. He wants. That's why we're here trying to figure things out, come in the middle on what he's asking us to do and what we already kind of know. And so it's a good blend. I'm excited. I think that Gannon comes with with just like Coach Sirianni with the high level of energy. I mean, that's right up my alley. I'm loving all that because that's me every day too. And so I think it's just us just trying to get on the same page, but they want to play to the strengths of the roster of who's here already, and I think they're doing a good job of just some coming up with some plans of what they thinking come training camp.
A quick follow-up to that, Brandon, if I may. The addition of Ryan Kerrigan, your reaction to it, your thoughts on it.
Oh, I love that, man. I mean, you can't have too many pass rushes at all, and in those moments, I mean, I hear people talk about like just even like him being like how we use Chris Long. I mean, man, Chris Long was a beast, and Kerrigan's a beast. He been with what's the name 10+ years, and man, to see him on the other side now with us. I know I'm excited because I know what he brings to the table, and you got to have that competition in your room. I mean, I've been here long enough to know that you can't have too many pass rushers, and people get hurt all the time, and you got to make sure that you can have that reload of guys that can give you the same production, if not better, than the guys that's out there first.
Go ahead, Zach, and then Jeff.
Hey, Brandon, you said you've been here long enough. You are the longest tenured player now, assuming the Eagles don't bring back Jason Peters. What does that distinction mean to you, if anything? And is it surprising to you that you are at this point the longest tenured player?
Man, I'm very thankful. I'm always trying to make sure I keep that chip on my shoulder, because at the end of the day, you never think that, man. I'm in year 12, and yeah, how people view me. I'm the old guy and this and that, but with that chip on my shoulder, man, I just want to go out there and just keep proving that I can, still play in this league, and I want to walk out on my own terms, hopefully with another ring, and that's the goal. And I think we definitely got a shot to do that. But with me being the longest tenor Eagle, it just, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. I'm a lead by example, but I'll be a little more vocal now because a lot of guys wanna know, how to get to this level of being here this long. And I tell them it's the regimen, it's how you treat people every day, how you handle yourself, and man, and by the grace of God, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because injuries you can't stop. You never know, but I know I try to do all my preventatives, and that's working out, making sure that I'm getting my massages and all that little stuff. So I'm just trying to pass on the knowledge to the younger guys and younger generation. So when I'm coming back and I see some guys that's been here and they going on year 12 and they've been here a long time like me, it's gonna make me feel good because I know, they was listening.
Go ahead, Jeff, and then John McMullen.
Hey, Brandon. As the longest tenured player, you've now been a part of 4 different coaching staffs and now 3 changes. So with Chip, obviously we knew there was a lot of change there, culture change, scheme change. And with Doug, it was kind of like a return to Andy in some ways in the schedule. What can you tell us about Nick and the changes that he's brought about and how they feel in relation to those 2 prior changes?
It's just a younger version, I feel like, of the Andy Reid era. I feel like we got similar schedule, but it's just like more hip to the new school era, because we got a lot of competition stuff in the building, a lot of stuff that's changed that we didn't have. I love the energy that he brings every day, but I do see, he has some of those old school, things that that work for Coach Reed, worked for Doug, even with Frank leaving. Frank, I'm sure, running the same type of show that Coach Reed did over there with Indy, got with his own little twist. But I think Coach Sirianni definitely is more hip to what's going on today, just a younger version, and just want to make sure that we all are on the same page and we all try to build a family around here as we always try to each and every year.
John, and then Ed Benkin.
Hey, Brandon. You mentioned some of the changes on the coaching staff. From a personal level, the biggest change for you is, I guess, Tracy Rocker. So can you give us the first impressions of him as a coach? And also, have you met some of the young guys? Teron, have you met him, your first impression? And even Patrick Johnson, he's kind of an edge rusher.
Man, them boys look good. I can see, man, I got to stay on my game because these boys out here looking good. I mean, usually when you see rookies coming in, you be like, okay, I see where they got to learn. I see where they got to work. But these guys, I mean, they look like they've been here a couple years already. I mean, the way they move and the way they look in shape. I just can't wait to, be able to pour into these guys and let them know what all I've been through. And as we build this relationship, I just want to give them everything, man, because I'm at a point in my career now where I know, who I am as a player. I know what I got to do to get right. And so I'm just trying to help them know what they have to do and just know what it takes each and every day, one day at a time. Try not to look too far ahead. Don't get overwhelmed with too much. Just if you don't know something, ask, open your mouth, because these are the times right now to make those mistakes. But those guys look good, man. I can see the future is bright. Definitely with those guys. Just got to stay healthy and man, for me, I gotta pick my game up, and that's what I love. Just that competition, man. I see these boys, they hungry, and that's all you can ask for as a player coming in. Just the hunger, I can see it.
And Tracy Rocker.
Yeah, Coach Rocker, smooth, funny, like got a funny way of how he does things, slick at the mouth. It's a lot of fun, man. Like I love how he hold us accountable already. I mean, you could I could tell that we're gonna be fighting for him because he already got our respect. I mean, because he ain't coming in, he's coming in being him, and I think that that always speaks volumes because some people come in, they get the position, and you know how it could go. They could lose their mind sometimes because they got the position of power that they always wanted. But I think Coach Rocker, he's been in the game for a long time, and I'm loving what he's bringing, the energy that he's bringing out on the field. I could tell it's going to translate well with the guys because it's already doing it for the past couple of days we've been here.
Go ahead, Ed, and then Rube.
Hi, Brandon. With all the uncertainty going into the offseason workouts, the fact that you and the coaching staff were able to sit down and work something out together, how much does that help even early on build a lot of that trust with the new staff and understand there's a lot of good open communication between the staff and the players?
Man, I thought that was very big because Coach reached out to us. Hey man, how can we make this thing work? And that's what we sat down, we talked about it, and we seen where he wanted to go, and when he seen where we wanted to go, and we came in the middle, and really it was just all about learning each other, competing, and making sure that we being able to play fast once we come back to training camp, and make it more of a teaching thing during the off season, especially with a new coach. Because you want to get all this, you got a lot of information coming your way, and things gonna move a lot faster, especially when you get out on the field. But it's nice that things are kind of slowed down even more on the field, just so that we can learn everything. So that when training camp comes, it's rapid fire. Because once the season comes, it's time to go. I mean, everything gets sped up even more. And I think, with Coach doing that, it already showed the level of trust that he already have in us to be able to reach out and try to come in the middle. Because most coaches, are players' coaches, and I can see that he's a players' coach. But, you got some that comes in and just, this is my system, this what works. And, y'all guys just bow down to it. And then it don't work like that in the NFL. It's a lot different than college.
All right, we have time for a few more, so we'll go to Rube, Bo, and then Jamie.
Hey, BG, how's it going?
All right.
Hey, you spoke really highly of the rookies on the D line. It's early. I mean, you haven't seen them in pads yet. You've only been around them a few days. What have you seen this quickly, this soon, that gives you a good feeling about them?
Just how they move, like how they built. Some of these guys, I'm like, ooh, this boy built like me. You know what I'm saying? Like just like already swole, moving around. I love how they changing directions. Just the dig that you get from them, from the way they putting their feet in the ground, the way they run into the ball. I mean, I'm just like they got me on my toes. Like, hey, they keep me on my toes. Like, hey man, let me go ahead, make sure I'm looking good too. I mean, and that's what I love. I mean, it just bring the beast out of you, because when you see guys that you feel, it's like, man, these boys, they working, and that you got to stay on your game. I mean, you headed in the right direction, and all I ever want to do is do all I can for this organization. And if I got to help these young guys, because they the future. I mean, I've been the guy that was a young guy and it was the future, and now it's my time to start passing that torch as we go and just trying to help. I still got a lot I could do, but I know I ain't gonna be here long, and so I try to pour into these young guys now, man. Let them know it's gonna take every day, and it's gonna take all of us. And we all gotta not have our own agenda. We gotta all be trying to get each other better, and that's what make us better as a unit. And so that's why I'm trying to instill in them boys now, man. Always have that competitive edge, but always know that it's gonna take that guy over there to make sure that it makes your job easier. Because if I trust that Fletch gonna be where he gonna be, and I trust that Hargrave gonna be where he gonna be, and I ain't gotta worry about him, it makes my job easier, and it just make me want to just do my job even more, because I know I got guys believing in me. So I think we gonna have a good tight unit. I love what I'm feeling already with the D line, and man, I just love that these guys came in ready to learn, and that's what you could see. They came in not knowing everything, not trying to know it all, but just want to. They give you that respect, but they just want to work.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Bo.
Hey, Brandon, you said there's like a lot of competition stuff in the building under Sirianni. I wonder if you could give us some examples.
Just it's cool. I don't know how the whole hoop thing gonna go, but we got a basketball hoop in the team meeting room. We're gonna have some fun. I know it's gonna be shots up for certain stuff not to happen or certain stuff to happen. If somebody make this, somebody make that, and then it's just gonna be a bunch of mouth and back and forth. But it's gonna get everybody all hype. You know how it is when you got some stuff that's not just particularly with ball, and now we talking a different sport. That's basketball, and let's see who can shoot. Let's see who can do this, and coach gonna call you out. And what I love the most about what they do, they hold you accountable in those meetings. They make sure they keep you on edge because you never know when coach gonna call on you to see what you know, and you just got to make sure you stay on point. And I think that always goes well because it keeps everybody interested and engaged. So, man, that so far so good from just what I've seen so far. But everything else, I'm not sure. That's the only thing I've seen that's different. Everything else is just we haven't been able to do a lot of stuff just yet because we haven't sat in the meeting rooms and we haven't did certain stuff all together. But I'm sure he got some more stuff coming our way.
Thank you.
Last one here with Jamie.
Hey, BG. Good to see you again. So you
Comcast,
always...
baby. Comcast.
Nice. Okay. So, you take things personally. You're a guy that doesn't like losing, obviously. How much of a chip on your shoulder do you have coming into the season with the way things went last year, with the fact that Doug lost his job and Carson left? How much of a chip on your shoulder do you have coming into the season, and how re-energized are you to get this thing turned around?
I'm ready to get it turned around. I know we can do that. I know that injuries didn't help us last year at all, but we got a lot of guys coming back. I can't wait to see Brooks out there, Lane. I can't wait to see our O-line out there getting after it because I feel like them guys play well together, just even with us. And I'm just excited, man, because I feel like that stuff happened in the past and stuff that we didn't like, and COVID definitely didn't help a lot of people, but we all got better. I feel like because we adjusted to whatever was thrown at us, and it didn't stop us. Yeah, some people lost their job, but I feel like it was you never know, was it for the greater good, or what I'm saying, you would only know as time goes. But I'm excited for what's here now, man, and I'm just ready to get after it and show and prove to the world that we made the right choice in coach. And even with Gannon, I want to make sure that we got his back out there on the field by playing good and playing lights out, and at least giving ourselves a chance to win these games come this fall.
All right. Thanks for the time, BG.
Thank you.